Hi guys, Sight here. Just kind of have some dolly blabbering to do. I'm gonna get back to doing maybe some memes or just more character stuff. We might get to some character stuff today. We'll see how far I get. Wanted to go over some things that have been going on. Trinity got this corset on. How did that happen? So I really like how it looks on her, of course. We'll see. I did try to find some skirt that I had that kind of went with it, and this doesn't really quite cut it. The pink is off, but it's something that she could wear for now. These black tights, which blend in with my shirt, and then these pink shoes that I still really like on her. But so I am working on an outfit to go with this corset. Whether it's going to be for Trinity or not remains to be seen, but she's wearing it for now because I really like it on her. So she can wear that for now. Other news is I got my first pair of Oscar eyes. They are pink Oscar eyes, these sparkly Oscar eyes, and Danu is wearing them right now. Let's see if I can bring her over here where you can see her better. They aren't for her. These eyes aren't for her. They're for my incoming twigling, my twigling ingenue, who is going to be Hurla. I was looking for some small iris, magenta, pink, small iris eyes, like Cernunos, my Granado Titan has, and I couldn't find any. So I went ahead and got these Oscar eyes, and you don't get to keep them, Danu. But hopefully those will look good in Hurla when she comes. Maybe she'll be coming here in January. I really like those. I think they're really pretty. Danu stole Maria's bean sprout Momo's beautiful flower crown that she made for Maria. Commissioning her to make some more because I just really love these flower crowns, and I do need to blush Danu's horns because she is supposed to have some horns too. So let's see if I can get her to stand up here or sit here. Can you sit? Can you sit still? No, I cannot sit. So I'll move her over here. I guess we will get to a little bit of character stuff. Just some kind of brief things. I say that now, and then it'll be 15 minutes later. So let me see if I can move these guys over here without having a complete dolly crash. So I wanted to talk about these guys character-wise. Alondria, Scarlet, and Kian. Are you going to stay there, darling, and not fall over? You guys can watch 10 minutes of Sight trying to make her dolls stand up. So Kian, I don't think I've really talked about her character at this point. I talked about when I got her in for her blushing when she came in, and her new green eyes that she got. But character-wise, Kian, she's a Kirin. So basically an Asian unicorn. And her history and her backstory is that she was basically raised by Tibetan monks. So that's where she was raised, and is from, really, is Tibet. And a very, very strong Buddhist background and upbringing and thought, way of thinking. That's pretty ingrained in her. She is magical because she is a Kirin, Pretty much all of my characters have some sort of magical aspect to them. But some of her powers or abilities are navigating portals. So she doesn't necessarily make new ones or create them, but she can find them and map them. And that's part of what she does is she has made it she maps them, she keeps records of them. She is very much a scholar and a record keeper. She is interested in the histories of other magical beings. She has taken a pretty strong interest in the Fae, and that has history as far as when with Hurla. That's a whole nother story, but she has an interest in the Fae, and she has actually come to Edensphere, Danu's fairy realm, to document and write down a written record of what she sees, and Danu has allowed this. Which is unusual in a lot of ways, because the Fae are by their nature very secretive and they don't like any of their secrets to be known. But part of Keon's, I don't want to say powers, but her personality is that she is, I don't want to say charismatic or charming. She's not noticed a lot of times, but she's very non-offensive. So easy to talk to, I guess would say. So she makes friends easily that way, and beings find themselves trusting her very easily, and it just has to do with her manner and her disposition. Maybe some of her magic is involved in that, but it's very much her personality. So she's here in Edensphere, and she's one of the few beings here who probably doesn't really have any enemies, as far as anybody disliking her, really. Everybody's got their things. Even Lear finds her pretty unoffensive, and will talk to her and allow her around him, and not just faking it. He doesn't mind her company. So she spends a lot of time with Alondria and Scarlet. They were one of the earlier ones to arrive. So she's good friends with them. She tutors Neela, and Neela likes Keon. She likes to learn some things, but she probably does try to escape Keon at some points, because she gets bored with lessons and wants to go and run and play and do her own thing and have her own experiences. She doesn't always like to be taught, but Keon has been entrusted even with that, because she just has this very non-assuming personality and presence that just makes her. She can just pretty much walk into any area, any room, and it's not that she's ignored or that she's a wallflower. She's just non-assuming, and people just feel comfortable around her. But she is good friends with Scarlet and Alondria, and I think I talked about it in a video when I just talked about Scarlet and Alondria, that they basically they have a relationship at this point, which they try to keep secret, try to keep on the down low, because Alondria essentially she has a husband who has been lost, and as far as she's concerned, it's been over 500 years for her since she has seen or heard word from Amergin, and in many ways she's mourned and moved on, and now she's with Scarlet, but they can't be so much out in the open with their relationship. Danu who is the goddess and the creator and basically controller of this realm. Not that she is against female relationships. It's more of a keeping a breeding line, and she needs to stick with the breeding program. And so Alondria and Scarlet, Danu has plans for them and things that she wants them to do, and so they keep it secret from her. It's dubious how secret it actually is. But anyways, I went into that whole thing again. Kian is a good friend of theirs, and she knows of their desire. They want to be together. They want to make a commitment to each other. They're not really allowed to in this where they're living now. So she offers to take them somewhere where they can basically have some wedding vows and make some promises and commitments to each other, because that's important to them, and they want that, and she's their friend, and she wants them to be happy. So she offers this. This is also the kind of person that Kian is that she's, in a way, she's a wish granter. Not that she has so much magical abilities to grant wishes, but if people have something that they want, she will try to help them to make that happen. So what she invited them to Tibet with her, to where she came from, the monastery where she was raised, and basically arranged for them to be married there. And that's what these, I'm going to set her down. You sit down here, darling. So that's what these necklaces that they wear, or collars, they're Tibetan, and they have Tibetan writing on them. Let me see if I can bring her a little closer there. Basically, it's a Tibetan prayer that's written on here. Tibetan Buddhist prayer. That they both have on there, and it's sort of like their wedding bands or their wedding rings. So it's their commitment to each other. They both have the same inscription, and Kian helped them with that. Also wanted to share some of my art that I've completed. It's been a while since I've done a full illustration. You can get that to show up a little bit there. But this is Trinity in her first outfit that I had her dressed in, with her sister. This is her sister in deer form, which is nice for me to draw. In a lot of ways, I can draw some deer since I don't actually have her sister yet. But this was done, the background was very difficult. I did it with Copic markers, and the whole piece is done with Copic markers. I used micron pins for lining,